We're just moments away from kickoff at the Rose Bowl as Karl Dorrell's Bruins prepare to battle against BYU. Let's check in one more time with our own John Ireland live in Pasadena. And John, I can hardly wait to see what you have now.
Jim, you as a player played in a lot of dingy locker rooms and got dressed in a lot of closets, especially back at the time when you played in the NFL. And for years, the Rose Bowl's been outdated when it comes to player locker rooms. Not anymore. Take a look at this. It's the new gold standard of locker rooms, or maybe I should say the new blue and gold standard. Years in the making with a price tag of over $16 million. UCLA's new digs look a lot more like an NFL setup than a college one. Whereas the old locker rooms combined about 7,000 square feet, the new ones combined for close to 30,000 square feet. The main player room, 110 feet long, more than 50 feet wide. There are 22 brand new coaches' lockers, including a separate office for the head coach. The showers used to have 7 shower heads. Now they've got 22. Brand new training rooms, 5 new game clocks, and 10 giant TV screens. It's all built under the Court of Champions where they used to have, well, nothing.
Where we're sitting now, a year and a half ago, was dirt. And we created space, and we've been able to make, in our opinion, the best locker room of the century.
He's not just making that up. I've been working in locker rooms for more than 20 years, and it's the first time I've ever seen this. Everything UCLA has, the other team has. The exact same setup for both locker rooms. Normally, the road team gets dressed in a closet someplace. The person most responsible for this is stadium architect Margot Mavridis, who scrapped several sets of plans before nailing down this final version. She says that there is a method to all of the things you've seen so far.
And how the team actually moves through the space, especially during halftime, because they're on such a time clock. They've got, 20 minutes to get a myriad of things completed. And just to be able to create a facility that's going to help them do all of their jobs just a little bit better gives me great satisfaction.
By the way, this is just the beginning of renovations at the Rose Bowl. They've added a brand new media center already and have plans to improve the rest of the bowl in the coming months. So far, it's a huge success. But that doesn't mean both UCLA and the Rose Bowl didn't have some worries. Things you might not have thought of, like
Colors are always an issue. And,
Even for colleges? Because colleges all have built-in colors, right?
Right, well, we have to make sure there was no red.
And, of course, the UCLA locker room would have no red. But, Jim, you could probably tell by those pictures, this is nothing that has ever existed at this stadium or, frankly, anywhere in this town. There isn't a football stadium that has locker room facilities that I've ever been to like the ones they have here. We'll see if it helps UCLA on the field when they kick off here in just a few minutes against BYU. We'll have complete wrap-up and details tonight, both here on CBS 2 and on our sister station, KCAL 9, starting with Sports Central at 10:30. I'm John Ireland at the Rose Bowl. Jim, Steve, back to you guys in Studio City.
Yeah, John, but before you go, those things are so luscious that maybe the players don't want to go out when they're supposed to go out on the field, you think?
The one thing they said is that they wanted Karl Dorrell to be able to stand in the middle of the room and none of the players could hide. So you can bet if they're dogging it in the first half, he can walk right up to anyone in the room, any of the 85 guys, and get right in their face. So I think they thought ahead, Jim, exactly what you just thought. We better make sure we can get to these guys.
And they will. Okay, John, thank you very much. That is absolutely incredible, and congratulations to them. And Daryl Dunn has done a wonderful job out there. And this is really going to make it even more plush and more desirable for the Rose Bowl teams when they play out there, too, on New Year's Day.
Like you said, who wants to leave the locker room?
Right, yeah.
You got like a hot day or a freezing, rainy day. I said, you know what, let's skip the game. I'm just going to kick back, watch one of those big screen TVs. But we were just talking during the break about, we've been around a lot of locker rooms over the years, and were some real dumps.
Oh.
Like you can't believe it. I'm talking about the professional ranks. To see this UCLA locker room and the fact that the Rose Bowl is an equal locker room for the visiting team as well. See, I'm not sure about that. sure that you want the visiting team to have the same kind of accommodations that the home team has. Now, nonetheless, how would I like to see them really upgrade Pauley Pavilion?